Kyle Wissmiller, thanks for sitting down and talking to drivers.com.
Thank you very much.
How old were you when you started racing?
I was 9 years old. We started racing quarter midgets. When I was 9, we had go-karts, and Mom thought they were too dangerous, so we had to wait a year or two before we bought quarter midgets. So I was 9, my cousin Blake was 8, and my brother was 7.
What do you hope your racing future holds?
I hope to just continue to be competitive and win races. You know, the more races we run, the bigger races we get involved in. And you know, I kind of threw the racing for a living goal out the window, but I just want to be competitive and win some big races in the future.
What has been your most memorable moment in racing today?
I would say winning a race at Terre Haute. It was the night before we left for Oskaloosa. It was, I think it was me and Dickie Gaines. We raced back and forth the whole night and ended up winning that night, and then drove the whole next day to Oskaloosa.
Of the old school drivers, who would you like to compete against? Name at least 3.
That's a pretty easy one. Steve Kinzer, of course, because he's the winningest sprint car driver ever. I just think it would be neat to be able to race with him, see how competitive you really are, and learn from him. Doug Wolfgang, I've seen some of the drives that he's made from the back with packs. It's just amazing some of the things that he can do with a race car. And Bobby Allen would be one too. He's kind of the old school, typical outlaw type driver, which I think helped build our sport to where it is today.
What do you do for relaxation away from the track, non-racing related?
That's pretty difficult because most of my time is spent either at work or at the shop. I do play a little golf, so I guess I'd have to say that work is probably a relaxing event away from racing.
What are your racing goals?
My racing goals are kind of like I said earlier. I just want to be competitive every time we go to the racetrack. I want to be able to know going on to the racetrack that I can run in the top 5, be competitive anywhere we go, and just continue to win races.
What are your plans for the 09 racing season?
In 2009, I'm driving for Scooter Ellis. He's got a second car. He's going to do his rental teaching program with one car, and I'm going to run the other car. We're going to try to hit weekly races, MSCS races, all the dirt USAC stuff, TNT series, anything that pays decent money. We're going to try to hit.
What has been your most amusing, embarrassing moment in racing today?
I would have to say that was the first year we ran. I led the second half of an MSCS race at Kentucky Lake. I had lost the brakes earlier in the race, and on the last lap, in the middle of 1 and 2, I spun out and ended up losing the race. That was extremely embarrassing.
Are there tracks or races you want to run that you have not?
Definitely. I want to run Knoxville, which I think is going to happen this year, so that is the one place that I really want to get to. And then just the mile tracks. I've only ever ran Springfield with the Silver Pound car, so I would like to get to DeCoin and to some of the other mile tracks.
How did you get your start in racing?
It was a family thing. My grandpa on my dad's side raced, and then my uncle, cousins, dad, everybody's been involved in it. That was pretty much where we grew up. I think I started going to the racetrack when I was less than a year old. When you grow up around it, that's just something that you're going to do.
Do you have a favorite racetrack?
Right now, it's a toss-up between Terre Haute and Oskaloosa. I like the big half miles that are kind of flat but have enough room to pass on. Anything that's fast is fun to me.
Kyle Wissmiller, thanks for sitting down and talking to drivers.com.